Hello, beautiful souls. I am your humble host, Chris Cipher, and thank you for tuning in to this special episode of Deep Chats with Chris Cipher. In this episode, I am going to be speaking about making everything that you do a part of your spiritual practice. Now, what I mean by that is carrying mindfulness with you, taking your true self alongside you everywhere you go, in everything you do. When you notice the deeper energies of your life, your consciousness expands and reality becomes less of something that is a happening, less of something that is simply occurring to you, and more of something that is personal, that is responsive to your energies. When you walk, when you breathe, when you simply exist with awareness, you become awareness. You see, you become the energy that you project. If it's an energy of fear, you become fearful. If it's an energy of loving kindness, then it seems like the world comes together to hold you and to love you. When you are aware of not only your physical surroundings, but your energetic surroundings, then they come together and your life becomes unified with the divine. For quite some time now, I have been practicing many different kinds of meditation, many different kinds of mindfulness practices, many different routes of self acknowledgement. And in every practice that I found, my issue would ultimately be that when I get up to leave my practice, that my practice leaves me. So lately, my focus has been on taking my meditation with me, making heaven a home in my heart. And now there are many different interpretations of heaven. Of course, you have the heaven that is above and other, greater and holier than you. And I'm not discrediting that perception of heaven. Rather, I'm speaking on a deeper, more intellectual perception of heaven being a state of peace, a state of consciousness, a state of being that is achievable in every aspect of your life, in every facet of your energy. And this energy is openly and readily available for all who wish to receive it, for all who wish to intertwine with it. I've heard many spiritual teachers say that your breath, following your breath. Well, why the breath specifically? In my opinion, it's because although you can think and you breathe, it's not like your heart. You don't think your heart to beat. You don't think your brain to function the circulatory system, or you, those things just happen. Those things are happening whether you think about them or not. If, as humans and intellectuals, we were tasked with the job of beating our own heart or even blinking our own eyes, it would soon become much more overwhelming than we could bear. Now, through all of this, your breath is one of the easiest things to catch on to. Because although you are not thinking about it, you're still constantly inhaling, constantly exhaling. Now, when you make that a mindful practice of focusing on your breathing, not forcing your breathing, but just simply becoming aware of the breath, it allows you to step inward. And in the beginning, it was a very confusing concept for me. I found that whenever I focused on my breath, ultimately I ended up manually breathing, which I've heard is not a, a way to go inward. And that's what I feel like mindfulness really is. It's a way to go inward and recognize your outward situation. Truly, when you become aware of the energies, aware of the astral and spiritual realms around you, you become in control of your energetic state. You see, something that I'm learning and fighting with right now is that the only thing that I personally can control is my own energetic response to various stimuli. I cannot control the person that comes at me. I cannot control the weather. I cannot control any other aspect of my life than my response and the energy that I put out. That is what I am responsible for. I'm not responsible for those that wrong me. It's not my place to seek revenge. It's not my place to pass judgment. It is, however, my place and my responsibility to react with kindness, to act from a place of love and security, secure in love and secure in me. And that's just a little something that I wanted to share with you. Um, Depending on the response, I might be making more videos. I usually do podcast on Spotify or Google Podcasts. It's just on a lot of places. If you just Google Deep Chats with Chris Cypher, I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding it. For a time, I got really into music, specifically, freestyling music and just speaking from the heart. But I'm slowly getting back into the more, type of a spiritual lecture format of media. And I really appreciate it. If you stayed through the whole video, thank you. Just hit that like. If you liked it, comment if it resonates with you. And thank you very much. Until we meet again. Chris Cypher, out.